Good evening and welcome to Ben Shatliff Tonight. It's Friday, June 28th, 2024. Tonight I want to take the programme to my late godfather, Clifford Parsons. He died on this day in 1997, a truly good-natured, genuine person that would do anything for anybody. Tonight on the programme, I'm going to do a different tactic than what I normally do. I'm not going to use the iPad at all. In fact, when I'm normally looking at the ITV News app and the Sky News app, all I'm going to do this evening is just plainly and simply just discuss some of the events which have been going on today. And just a reminder, and this is someone that used to be very much involved in frontline politics up until around 11, 13 years ago, then I can tell you now that the majority of people that go into the world of politics do it for the right reasons, but the majority of people are decent human beings. Like any kind of thing in society or anything at all in the world of life, you can always get certain ones who are bad apples. But the majority of those people that put themselves forward for public office are decent, genuine people who do what they can to try and make a difference. Not everybody is always in it for themselves. And people can face some very, very nasty situations. And really, whatever your thoughts are on the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, then the comments by people from Reform UK or whether they were supporters of Reform UK are totally not nice at all. And that goes across the entire political spectrum. We know in 2016 the murder of Joe Cox. We know what happened to the late David Amos back in 2021. In the 1980s when an MP was blown up. And these are here in the United Kingdom. We hear what happens to politicians in other parts of the world where prime ministers and leaders have been assassinated. I can say that you go into it with the human touch of politics, and yes, it's always a glamorous thing when you think, yeah, the glitz and glamour of possibly like standing for council or standing for parliament or whatever it is. That's understandable. And you're there in front of people, in front of the public. And that is the glitzy, glamorous side. And this time there's an election where it's a local election, general election, whatever kind of election it is. It's always like what Jackie Smith and Ian Dale said on Good Morning Britain the Friday after the election was called. They said it's like Advent in the run up to Christmas in the world of politics. And as someone who's a Christian myself, and always look forward to these big seasons such as Lent and Advent, then yeah, I can relate to exactly what they're saying there. But it's awful and it's completely wrong when there is abuse which is given to somebody. Just because somebody may not agree with what somebody is saying. So that's what's happened today, and Rishi Sunak rightly stood out and said something about it. And he did that because he mentioned as well about his own children. He didn't want them having to go through all kinds of various different things. Now, whether that makes a difference in any way, shape or form to how the Prime Minister was perceived during the final days of this election campaign, we will soon find out. But we must all remember that whether someone's the Prime Minister, whether they're the leader of the opposition, whether they're leaders of any kind of party, these people are still human more often than not. We know that there are some in these horrible countries of the world that cause aggression to others, that defining somebody human in that scenario is definitely not in the same kind of level as what's happening, as what we're talking about here for the United Kingdom. And I'm also going to speak as well, just very, very briefly, about what happened in America in the early hours of the morning with the first presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And yes, Joe Biden did stumble on his words, but also at the same time, you couldn't help but feel sorry for a gentleman that, again, even though he is 81 years of age, and by the time the election is over, or just literally a week or two after, he'll be 82, that is still somebody who you would think would be wanting to enjoy a well-deserved and well-earned retirement and spend time with their family, that is potentially going to put the final years of their lives being president of the United States. So again, that's his that he's still willing to do something, even though people probably would think, no, I want to put the feet up. Some people many years younger would say they want to put their feet up. So let's just remember that politicians may make tough, very, very hard and difficult decisions. Decisions that people will not like to hear. Let me just say that deep down they do not always care in a situation. Okay. So it's a shame that within the last 6 weeks, when we've had to talk about a whole variety of various different things on Ben Shatliff tonight, it's a shame that we've had to now discuss something literally with just 6 days to go, where something evil and nasty has occurred during a general election campaign. But it's the actions of a couple of people which have caused this. And nobody needs anything like that in any kind of a campaign or in any way, shape, or form. Okay, short and brief, but that's the main focus. Right, okay, now I'll be back again on Sunday with Ben Shatliff on Sunday. Next week, we'll do the final rundown and then run up to Election Day, which is on Thursday. And I will not be able to do any broadcasting on Thursday until 10 o'clock at the very earliest. So there'll be the exit poll, then another roundup as well on Thursday. I'll let you know exactly what's happening in terms of how that will all fan out. But definitely we'll be having programs on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. For now, enjoy the rest of the evening. Take care and good night.